Thank you for pressing play. Your presence here brings joy to my heart. Welcome to another exciting video, where we'll be shedding light on fictitious telephone number. Ranges for fictitious telephone numbers are common in most telephone numbering plans. One of the main reasons these ranges exist is to avoid accidentally using real phone numbers in movies and television programs because of viewers frequently calling the numbers used. In North America, the area served by the North American Numbering Plan NANPA system of area codes, fictitious telephone numbers are usually of the form XXX 555 XXX. The use of 555 numbers in fiction, however, led a desire to assign some of them in the real world, and some of them are no longer suitable for use in fiction. Other areas have different fictitious telephone numbers. To be effective, it must not be possible to change a fictitious telephone number into a real one by adding or changing a few digits. Usually, the number must be unassigned in every area code within the numbering plan. Outside NANPA, special fictitious telephone numbers for mobile phones, premium rate numbers or toll-free numbers are sometimes assigned as well. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the fascinating world of telephone numbers in movies, television, and music. In the I Love Lucy episode The Girls Want to Go to a Nightclub 1951, Lucy dials up Sam Zobaglian at Plaza 52,099 755 2099. In 1963, Howshaw Hawkins recorded Lonesome 77203, which would properly appear in a directory as Lonesome 77203. In 1966, Wilson Pickett recorded 634 5789 Saulsville, USA, which also appears in the soundtrack of the movie Blues Brothers 2000. It has been covered by multiple artists including Tina Turner and Rikuda. In the January 9, 1976 episode of Sanford and Son Can You Chop This?, Fred Sanford was promoting Whopper Choppers and asked callers to call the number 555 179 in both the English and Spanish languages. Tommy Two Tone's hit 1982 song 867 I Jenny identifies a working number in many area codes which continue to receive large numbers of calls asking for Jenny decades later. In the 1992 film Sneakers, the NSA agent Mary gives her telephone number as 415 273 9164. In 1992, filmmaker Michael Moore unwittingly included footage of himself reciting his telephone number in the documentary Pets or Meat: The Return to Flint. He received 314 phone calls in just the first day following its broadcast on PBS. The all-girl singing group The Marvelettes had an early Motown hit record in 1962 with Beechwood for 5789, written by Marvin Gaye, William Mickey Stevenson, and George Gordy. The song became a hit again 2 decades later when it was covered by the Carpenters in 1982. The makers of 2003 film Bruce Almighty used 776 2323 as a telephone number for God, played by Morgan Freeman. This number remains unassigned in 1716 Buffalo, where the film is set. 776 is not a fictitious exchange in other area codes, where subscribers with the matching number were inundated with callers asking for God. In Colorado, the calls were misdirected to KDMN radio. In Sanford, North Carolina, the number belongs to a church. 776 2323 was ultimately replaced with a 555 number for television airings of the movie and on most copies of the DVD. 777 9311 by the time used as Dickerson's actual telephone number at the time the song was written, causing his phone to ring incessantly until he had his number changed. In Germany, the 1981 Spider-Murphy gang song Scandal im Sprabezirk Scandal in the Blocked Zone contains a telephone number 32 16 8. The number is that of a Munich prostitute who operates in the blocked zone, the area of the city center where street prostitutes were forbidden. The band checked that the phone number was not assigned in Munich, but it was assigned in some other cities. The song was a hit, topping the charts in Germany for 36 weeks. It was in Austria 16 weeks and Switzerland 11 weeks as well. It has become an Oktoberfest staple. Singer Günther Siegel said in an interview that the song became at one time the most famous phone number in Germany. He added, as an apology, "We paid for some number changes and sent numerous bouquets." In 2004, the episode My Malpractical Decision of Scrubs gave the character Dr. Turk's phone number as 916 CALLTUR, that is 916 225 5887, with an extraneous 5 at the end to make Turk's full name. JD comments, "I'll always dial the K for you." This was for a time an active cell phone number, which would play a message urging fans to keep watching the show and to vote for it at the People's Choice Awards. Occasionally it was answered on set by cast or crew. In 1994, the singer Anjan Dutt released his debut album Shunt Ki Chow, featuring a Bengali song named 2,441,139. In the song, Dutt calls his girlfriend Bella Bose at that number, repeating it multiple times in the song's chorus. Dutt says he picked the number because it rhymed well, not realizing that it was an actual residential number of the editor of a local newspaper, the Dainik Vishwamitra. The editor was inundated with calls, became a minor pop sensation himself, and sued Dutt but lost in court. In 1997, Brazilian singer and rapper Gabriel O. Pensador released the single Amaya from his album Quebra-Cabia. The song tells the story of a man who decides to call all the women in his phone book from a public phone. The song was in 11th place among the best Brazilian songs of 1997. Since the release of the song, several owners of the number 234,678, mentioned in the chorus of the song, have frequently received several prank calls. The label Sony Music has offered to buy the phone lines for the number. In an episode of Frasier titled The Placeholder, which aired October 14, 2003, Roz left a voicemail that said, "Frasier, this is Roz. Write down this number, 555-179. Don't get mad, that's Anne's number. I talked to her, and she really thought you were cute and sweet and..." In 2010, in the movie High School Psycho, Ed's card had the number 310-870 for 9015 presented as a pager number, but the number is the contact phone number of the director of that movie. Prepare yourself for an in-depth analysis of Australia in this section. Per the Australian Communications and Media Authority premium rate number, 1900 650 for 321 geographic numbers. Central East covering NSW and ACT to 5,550 and to 7,010. Southeast covering VIC and TAS 35,550 and 37,010. Northeast covering QLD 75,550 and 77,010. Central West covering SA, WA and NT 85,550 and 87,010. Mobile numbers 491,576, 491,570, 156, 491,570, 157, 491,570, 158, 491,570, 159, 491,570, 110, 491,570, 313, 491,570, 737, 491 571 266 491 571 491 491 571 804 491 572 549 491 572 665 491 572 983 491 573 770 491 573 87 491 574 118 491 574 632 491 575 254 491 575 789 491 576 398 491 576 801 491 577 426 491 577 644 491 578 957 491 578 148 491 578 888 491 579 212 491 579 760 491 579 455 free phone and local rate numbers 1800 160 401 1800 975 707 1800 975 708 1800 975 709 1800 975 710 1800 975 711 1300 975 707 1300 975 708 1300 975 709 1300 975 710 1300 975 711. Prepare yourself for an in-depth analysis of France in this section. The French telephone numbering plan is established by the Autorité de Régulation des Communications Électroniques, de Postes et de la Distribution de la Presse ARCEP. It reserves 6 blocks of 10,000 phone numbers for use in audiovisual productions 199 geographic, Île-de-France 33 to 60 191 geographic, Northwest, Réunion, Meurthe 33 353 1 geographic, Northeast 33 465 71 geographic, Southeast 33 536 49 geographic, Southwest, Overseas 33 639 98 mobile. Let's now zoom in on Germany and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. The Federal Network Agency, the primary authority of the telephone numbering plan in Germany, marked off a 1,000 number block of landline numbers in each of 5 major cities as so-called drama numbers, to be used in media productions. Additionally, certain mobile providers have also marked off a range of mobile numbers for that purpose. Landline area first number last number Berlin data sort value 23,125 23,125 999 Frankfurt am Main data sort value 90,000 and 90,000 and 999 Hamburg data sort value 66,000 969 066,000 969 999 Cologne data sort value 4000 710 4000 710 999 Munich data sort value 99,000 998 099,000 998 999. In the following segment, we'll be examining Hungary in greater detail. In Hungary, telephone numbers are in the format 6 plus area code plus subscriber number, where the area code is a single-digit 1 for Budapest, the capital, followed by a 7-digit subscriber number, and 2 digits followed by either 7 for cell phone numbers or 6 digits others. For other areas, cell phone numbers or non-geographic numbers like toll-free or premium rate numbers. 2-digit area codes which consist of digits between 2 and 9 are geographic areas, while area codes ending with a 0 or a 1 denote other services. The area code 55, which, according to its first digit, would be normally assigned to a geographic area in eastern Hungary, is reserved as a test code with no subscriber numbers assigned. There are certain closed networks redefining area code 55 and assigning such numbers for subscribers or machines inside the network, but these are non-standard and non-dialable from outside the network. Telephone numbers starting with the digits 555 are assigned to subscribers as ordinary numbers. Hungarian taxi company Tel Taxi uses 555 as a vanity number, while at least one company specializing in vanity numbers sells cell phone numbers starting with the digits 555 for a premium rate, capitalizing on their fame in American movies. In the next portion, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of Republic of Ireland and examining its broader implications. The following ranges are reserved by the Commission for Communications Regulation Comrade for Filming and Drama Use Geographic 20x Mobile 8911x. As we move forward, let's uncover the untold stories and fascinating intricacies of North American numbering plan. The exchange prefix 555 in the North American numbering plan is reserved for directory assistance and information numbers. As these are not issued as standard business or residence lines, the use of a 555 number in fiction is almost universal. Only the 555 OXX range is officially reserved, though numbers outside this range are commonly used. Nobody uses 555 phone numbers for TTY teletypewriter or TDD telecommunication device for the deaf-only lines. The state's Public Utilities Commission also uses the prefix for one of its customer service lines. The reservation applies to all geographic North American numbering plan area codes. 555 or a variant remains potentially valid outside North America. New Zealand uses mobile 555 to report traffic collisions. In North America, exchanges 958 and 959 are normally reserved for local and long-distance test numbers such as automatic number announcement circuits. A few areas such as area code 204 in Manitoba reserve 959 only. 950 are reserved as local access numbers for featured Group B alternate long-distance carriers. Local or adjacent domestic area codes are mostly avoided as exchange prefixes, so 1-212 718 1234 in New York City could only be fictional. These are not as well known and do not often appear in fiction. These reservations do not apply outside North America. Early Bell system publications which needed to illustrate a telephone with a number displayed on it commonly used 311 555 2368, and for multi-button phones, -2000, 369, -2000, 370, -2000, 371, and so on. This number appeared in Bell advertisements as recently as 1978. These numbers were also common in films and television. Jim Rockford's phone number in the United States detective television series The Rockford Files was 311-555-2368, as was one of Jaime Summers' private numbers in The Bionic Woman, as a 7-digit call. 555-2368 reaches Ghostbusters. The number, if dialed as a 10-digit local call in large cities, now reaches 311 City Hall, but it occasionally continues to appear in documentation as a fictional number. In much of the North American numbering plan, a 0 or 1 in the second digit signified an area code until 1994. These numbers could not be issued as individual local exchanges without breaking 8-digit and long-distance calls within an area code. The Bees album used the non-working number 6842 as the title of a 45 revolutions per minute B-side track on the 1979 version of hit single Rock Lobster. The song's main character dials the stupid number all day long only to find it disconnected. This reservation no longer exists. Universal Pictures acquired the phone number 212-660 for $7,665 for use in films to avoid the 555 prefix. It has been used in the films Munich, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, The Adjustment Bureau, and definitely, maybe. Fictional Telecom has reserved voice over IP numbers in the 206 Seattle, 323 Los Angeles, 415 San Francisco, and 646 New York area codes for use in films, TV and radio dramas. Occasionally, a real number serves as an Easter egg, as the publisher directs a number they own to a promotional message, a contest line, or other content which ties into the original program. Phone numbers whose exchanges begin with 1 are also occasionally used as fictional numbers. Under the North American numbering plan, all telephone exchanges run from 200 to 999 with similar restrictions on telephone area codes. Like the reservation on area codes with 9 as the middle area code digit, the restrictions on 0 and 1 are intended to facilitate a possible future expansion which would lengthen all North American numbers by 1 or more digits. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore South Korea from a different angle. In South Korea, the Korean Film Council, since 2011, reserves 6 number blocks for film and television productions: 540 Seoul to 20 to 85 Seoul 31 521 Gyeonggi-do 51 746 Busan 10 3000 348 Mobile 10 6687 Mobile. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of Sweden. The Swedish Post and Telecom Authority PTS handles the Swedish telephone numbering plan. PTS has decided to reserve 5 number series, 1 for mobile numbers, the other 4 for landline numbers for use in, for example, films, TV series or books. Type first number, last number, mobile data sort value 71,740,605 71,740,699 landline data sort value 31,900,631 3,900,699 landline data sort value 46,280,446 480,499 landline data sort value 846,500,408 499 landline data sort value 980,319,299. Let's now shift our focus to United Kingdom and explore the ways in which it shapes our perspective. The Office of Communications Ofcom has reserved blocks of numbers in most major areas for use in TV and radio dramas. Fictitious numbers in X and X area codes mostly end with the digits 496X. However, Tyneside uses 191 498X. London uses 27,946X. Cardiff uses 2018X. And Northern Ireland now uses 289,649X after previously reserved range was allocated for actual use. The generic and currently unused area code 1632 is available for all other purposes. Ofcom also reserves blocks of mobile phone 7,700X, freephone 808 157X, and premium rate 909 879X numbers for drama use. They also recently added a UK-wide range to the list 306 999X. I love interacting with my viewers, so leave me a comment and I'll do my best to respond.